Hey, what's up everybody? So I wanted to talk about building confidence, building your self-esteem, allowing you to step outside your comfort zone and dampen that feeling that you're shy. And for a long time, for many years, I was someone that was really shy, was really quiet. I hated being in social situations. I used to get cold sweats. I used to just feel so uncomfortable. I just wanted to get out of there. Also as well, I had no confidence whatsoever. I struggled with self-esteem issues, hated how I looked. But all of that slowly started to change when I really started to focus on myself. I started to focus on developing myself. I did a lot of personal development. I also got big into the whole fitness thing, got myself moving more, and automatically just started to feel a lot better, which allowed me then to kind of lead on to continuing to keep on working on myself. And it's something that I still do today. So I wanted to kind of share with you some tips, some takeaways, some things that you can actually start doing today that's going to help you boost up your confidence, improve your self-esteem, allow you to step out of that shyness and become the person that you want to be able to become. So the number one thing when we want to try and focus on building, I suppose, our self-esteem or our confidence, it's about looking in the mirror. It's about looking at who we actually are. A lot of times it can be about accepting the journey that we've been on, accepting all these challenges that we've already come across, and just taking it like that's just life. They're just the things that we go through. I've been through depression, I've been through anxiety, I've suffered with panic attacks, I've been suicidal, I've been in an abusive relationship. So like I've been through a lot of stuff myself, and for a long time I was so afraid to actually accept my own journey, accept my own experiences, and accept that was the person who I am. But now, since working on myself, I'm able to look back now and accept each of the stages that I've been through, and knowing that, you know what, those stages were just there to teach me that there's so much learning and takeaways that we can take away from things that we go through, especially when we come across barriers, especially when we come across tough times. You know, when you come across a tough time, or even if you're in a tough time right now, use it as a challenge. Ask yourself, what do you need to do to move forward? When you start asking yourself more powerful questions, you'll start to come up with more powerful answers that would allow you to move forward, that will allow you to progress, and allow you to become that person that you really want to be. So that's what I want you to do right now. Focus on what are the things that you've gone through? Where are you at this very moment? And what's holding you back? And when you kind of come up with the answers for that, you need to ask yourself, what do you need to do right now in order to start moving forward, in order to start overcoming those barriers? And then ask yourself, what can you take away? What can you learn from each of those experiences? Now, coming from when I lived in Australia, I had an incredible lifestyle, a thriving business, I was married, everything. And before I knew it, bang, I was back living inside my mother's house. I'd lost everything, I had no money, I had no nothing. And I could have allowed that to drag me down. I could allow that to hold me back, and could allow that to say, oh, poor me. It did take a little bit of time to come over, but I didn't let it hold on to me for too long. I was able to go, do you know what? This is actually exciting now, because I get to focus on where I want to go. I get to decide what I want in my life right now. And at this moment, I'm got an incredible partner. We're supposed to get married this year, but obviously because of COVID, it's been knocked back. Got an incredible little daughter, got a stepson, got an amazing relationship with all my family and stuff like that. So it can be such an uplifting, powerful experience to go through the downsides, because you get to reinvent yourself. You get to focus on who you want to be and focus on moving forward. And that's what it's all about. Seeing where you're at this very moment and moving forward from here. So what's a simple tool that we can actually start to use? Something that we can do is affirmations. So using powerful words that we can actually speak to ourselves and allowing ourselves to become the person we want to become. So what do I mean by that? So you can say words, sentences starting in I am. And it could be around confidence. You could say, I am confident. I am confident. So when you write down that word and when you start to read it back to yourself, especially if you're looking in the mirror, when you say it to yourself, soon you start to believe it. So your mind doesn't know the difference between what's reality and what's made up. But what it will do is the more times you hear something, the sooner you will actually start to believe it, even if it's something that's not true. So even if you actually start to hear something right now that you do not believe, and if you hear it enough times and if enough people say it to you, you'll start to question it. You'll start to go, maybe am I wrong? Maybe is that true? And that works the same in the opposite way. When we actually start to use different affirmations, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm good looking, I'm amazing. So you can start to use all these different phrases and do it daily, say it to yourself daily, but say it to yourself in confidence, because when you start to do that, what will happen is your mind will start to believe it. And when you start to believe on something, you start to act upon it. So if you're constantly telling yourself that you're confident and you keep doing it over and over and you start to believe it, you're going to walk around. Your chest is going to be up more higher, your head's going to be more held up more higher. And you're going to start feeling like you're more confident, and you're going to start acting like you're more confident. So that's really the kind of the very first step that we can start to do to help you start to build up your confidence and build up your self-esteem. If you're someone that's shy, like I was for a long time, it'll allow you to be able to step outside that shyness and kind of test the water. It's going to push you outside your comfort zone, because you deserve to become so much more. You deserve to be the person that you truly want to be. But in order to do it, you need to be willing to put in the work that can allow you to get there. So that's my kind of takeaway for you guys today, is to work on yourself daily. Focus on the person you want to become. Write it down. Speak back to yourself. Look in the mirror, because it's going to be a lot more powerful, because then you're going to speak directly to you. Even you. And speak directly to yourself and tell yourself, I am confident. I am amazing. I'm beautiful. I'm good looking. I'm not that shy person anymore. And that's what you got to do if you want to try and build your confidence, build your self-esteem, step away from that shyness. On top of that, obviously, as well, if you get moving more, get exercising, it's going to build up those endorphins. You're automatically going to start feeling a lot better. And when you start eating a lot better, again, amazing things can start to change. So if you're someone that hates the way you look, you want to drop some body fat, you want to lose weight, whatever it is, you mix it up with a combination of all these things and you'll be absolutely amazed at what can happen. So that was kind of the journey that I have undertaken. And I still work on myself all the time. I still do my personal development. I still got to tell myself these things with the affirmations. I still got to focus on the words that I'm using towards myself, because it's a never-ending journey. It's a never-ending process, just like going to the gym. If I stop going to the gym now, I'll probably end up putting on loads of weight. I'll get sluggish, I'll get tired, lose motivation, but I got to keep that up also. So that's what it is, creating a lifestyle that works for you and that fits into who you want to become. So guys, hopefully you have an amazing day. Catch you all soon.